We are finally at the episode to where I can finally reveal the female Titan's identity. It is Annie. It's Annie, 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 Annie. I am so glad because I have been getting tired of just like dodging the question. It's like, it's the female Titan, mysterious character. So I already knew the identity of the female Titan, but I've been trying to constrain my episode reviews either with just the episode, but then with all the past episodes before it, trying to just keep the knowledge and not try to spoil future episodes because we didn't even get to them yet. So I'm really glad that with episode 23 of Attack on Titan, we finally get that reveal, and I no longer have to say mysterious character or female Titan. I can address it by who it actually is. Annie is the female Titan, so I'm so happy to be able to do that because I also have a question for you guys too as well. When you guys watched this for the first time, did you suspect that Annie was going to be the identity of the female Titan? Because when I first watched it, I suspected when the female Titan first got introduced that it was probably going to be Annie, but then by the second episode we had the female Titan, I kind of have like 99% sure that Annie was going to be the female Titan. Even when you watch the opening for this arc with the Survey Corps heavy opening and the kick-ass song, I love this opening for this arc. You can kind of already get hints and clues and kind of spoilers from this opening telling you that Annie is the female Titan. So I'm really glad that this got revealed, and there isn't really too much to actually delve into for this episode. There's just two main parts that I kind of see are the big takeaways from this episode, and what we kind of got is a very heavy Annie-centric episode that deals with the inner workings of the military police and how the inner walls work kind of in a way, but then also that ending reveal and just like the trap that they set for Annie, like now that they know that she's the female Titan. That was a kick-ass scene, very tense, and I just loved every bit of it. So let's just go right to the beginning and just talk about the overall impression I got of the military police. Because we got a lot of the military police heavy within this episode and kind of them working inside the inner walls of this setup that we have within Attack on Titan. And I can say without a doubt that the military police are lazy dicks and they are corrupt as fuck. Like honestly, this is like the bad branch of the military that everyone kind of wants to go to because it's such an easy and lazy lax-free lifestyle, but everyone probably just views them as like these corrupt individuals. It's like that is the worst part of the branch, but it's the easiest part of the branch, and I can totally get that vibe just by seeing how this commander has all the new recruits lined up, and then the one guy, I have his name actually, Merlot, who gets compared to Aaron later on, kind of is like pointing out, it's like, well, why are we going to be doing all of this work? And he just hands him the papers saying, all right, recruit, you're going to be in charge of all of the recruits for this. I'm going to go because us, the higher ups in the military police, don't have time to be doing all this stuff. And you see him enter this door, this room, and they're just playing cards and getting drunk. So it just goes to show how lazy and corrupt the military police actually is. But before he goes into that door, we come to learn that Annie's section of the military police is actually going to be guarding the transport of Aaron into the capital of this district, because right now he's about to be handed over to the military police and possibly be like dissected, and they're going to perform all these tests on him. So we come to learn that this brigade is in charge of protecting and just managing the route that this Survey Corps is going to be leading Aaron towards for the exchange of trading of power. But another instance that we get of the military police's corrupt nature is the fact that we see two people within the military police selling off their equipment and weapons to the black market. And we even have Merlot call these two out on it, approaches them, basically tells them the fact that they're selling government property. This is illegal, this is a crime, and they handle him like they put out the justice right then and there. They just start kicking him, beating his ass into the ground, and he just is taking it, and we have Annie show up, and it just goes to show how strong of a character she is, because she just uses one of her arms to block the guy's attack, and he didn't see it coming at all. Absolutely amazing. Annie is just so like calm, cool, and collected. But even though we find out she is the female Titan, it's just she is such a cool character in this scene. And she even compares Marlowe to Aaron because he's got like this gung-ho justice for humanity attitude, trying to wipe away the corruption within the military police. Kind of how similar it is with Aaron wiping away the Titans for humanity. But then we get this moment with Marlowe where he's actually thinking about killing the two officers as they're walking off. And eventually he just says, damn it, and just doesn't do it. But he asks Annie, the person that she's been comparing him to, would he have done it as well? And honestly, even though she says probably, knowing Eren from these past couple episodes, I think he would have done it, honestly. I think he would have shot those two right then and there, because that is just the type of character Eren is. And I think it would have been really cool just to see Eren in this situation and to see if he actually would have shot those two cadets. I think that would have been really cool to see. But then, you know, we get this little like monologue of Annie talking about humanity and is hoping that the weak ones eventually rise up and are viewed as humans as well. Kind of a little bit of foreshadowing there, in a way, talking, you know, since she gets revealed as the female Titan. But we flash forward to the escort, and then we have this moment to where Armin actually shows up and convinces Annie to help them smuggle Eren out of the capital, out of the innermost walls, and try to get him into hiding so that way they can actually come up with a plan and just get the overall situation under control. And I love the moment where like Annie asks him, do you view me as a good person? It's a great dialogue that these two have back and forth, and I love Armin's response because he's basically saying, well, me saying you're a good person basically only says that you are good only if I have some use of you. So I don't really like using that word, but Annie, if you did not help me, I guess I would view you as a bad person in my eyes. It was very good dialogue, and I think that's what convinced Annie to help him with this little project of actually escorting and smuggling Eren out of the inner walls, just getting into safety. But as we come to realize, this is all a trap set up by Armin and the Survey Corps to actually capture Annie. So now we have Mikasa, Eren, and Armin with Annie walking among the streets. No one is around, which is like, it gives off the sign right there that something is amiss. And even Annie picks up on this. But I love the fact that it's revealed that even though they have Eren right there, in the wagons as being escorted right now, we have Jean actually disguised as Eren. And I love how Eren is basically saying like, he doesn't look anything like me. How is anyone gonna fall for that? He has a horse face. I don't have a horse face. Very, very funny moment there. But then we get this moment to where they're finally going underground, going underneath the waterways, trying to get to the outermost wall, and Annie won't go in. So this is when we get the reveal that Annie is the female Titan, and right now Armin's spouting off how he actually knew this all along. And I wrote down, just going back to past episodes, when you kind of pick up the hints that Armin kind of realized this, because he first points out that Annie had Marco's 3D maneuver gear when they were going through the inspections all the way back in episode 16, after the two Titans that were captured, Sonny and Bean, got killed. And even Armin brings up the matter of like the saying, basically asking Annie, did you kill Sonny and Bean? Did you kill those two Titans that we had captured? And she's kind of dodging all of these questions. And then, like, what solidified it, and even you notice it too when you go back to episode 17, when Armin got, like, smacked off that horse and he's on the ground and looks up at the female Titan, you can see that shocked look on his face. I even brought that up in my review of episode 17. So if you go back, there's even, like, a little hint right there that Armin knew the identity of the female Titan right then and there, and now we're just getting it put forward within this episode, and we just get the reveal that, yes, she is the female Titan, which I think is just a great reveal, and it was kind of predictable, you know, judging by the hints and clues that we got throughout the episodes. But Eren right now doesn't want to believe the fact that Annie is in fact the female Titan. Armin's kind of in that same boat to where he doesn't want to believe it, but all the evidence is pointing to it. And then we just have Mikasa. She is not giving two shits about the situation. She is like, enough of this crap. I want to kill her right then and now. Give me her, like, I want to see this. I would love, if we didn't get it within this episode, but I would love to see Annie and Mikasa go at it within an episode, because man, she was raring to go. If you look at Mikasa, like, I was about to make that the thumbnail, but it's not going to be. But it's just when Mikasa has that sword stance, and it's just so good. Oh my god, such a good stance. I love that shot right there. It's such a good shot. But then, like, we end up getting the plan going into motion to where Armin fires off before Annie's about to bite into her hand to transform, and we have everyone rushing on all sides coming in to stop her. But then she actually had this ring on, which I didn't bring up. She put on this ring the first time she was talking with Armin, and it turns out this ring is actually allowing her to cut herself so that she's able to transform into the female Titan form. Mikasa picks up on this right away, grabs Armin and Eren, heads into the bunker, heads down underground, and then we're just left on this cliffhanger of a female Titan transformed fully in the innermost district, innermost walls, with everyone around noticing, and now full-on carnage is about to ensue. And I am just like, this gets you hyped right now. Like, when you see this at the very end, you're just like, give me the next episode. Give me the next episode. It's just so good. But overall, this was a very good episode. Very Annie. Nose itches. But overall, it was a very good episode and a very heavy Annie-centric episode, which kind of like leads to the fact that since we haven't seen Annie for the past, what, like 5 or 6 episodes, and she's just coming back now, you can tell that the reveal for her character was in fact going to be the female Titan. But I want to hear your thoughts on this episode, guys. What were your thoughts on the big reveal of Annie? Did you guys suspect that Annie was actually the female Titan all along? Did you like actually getting to see the military police in their full dickish glory, I guess you could say, or their corrupt nature being fully displayed within this episode, and just getting to see that like they are kind of like the scum of the universe when it comes to the military branches of Attack on Titan? So give me your thoughts on this overall episode, whether you liked it or disliked it. Let me know your thoughts, and if you guys are as psyched as I am for Attack on Titan Season 2, 2 more episodes, guys. Got 2 more episodes to review. Then Attack on Titan Season 2 is going to be here. I can't wait for this. Wow, I am so excited right now. So if you guys are fans of Attack on Titan, feel like subscribing, go ahead. Feel free to do so. I love talking with you guys on this subject, on this Attack on Titan greatness that we're about to be getting. So I'm just really, really hyped for that. So episode 24 will be out tomorrow. I am really looking forward to that. But until that review, I'll talk with you guys then. All right, guys. See you later.